Texans fans, we're going to training camp.
Yeah.
It's been a long break from the draft, free agency, and we're
Ricky
finally,
Minicamp.
yeah, we're finally on our way to camp soon. Um, July 26th, first day. A lot of questions. I know CJ Stroud still hasn't signed his rookie contract, but don't fear, he hasn't. Anthony Richardson hasn't. Um, Bryce Young hasn't. So,
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. He already claimed the team. Ain't that what you said? This is his team?
yep.
He said, "This is my team."
So, what questions you got for us, Zach, on these
All
Houston
right.
Texans?
What player do you think needs to have the best camp, not only for their reputation, but for the team to do good?
Hmm.
I feel like the obvious answer has to be like CJ Stroud or something, but I don't want to go with that.
For
My
me,
answer is Kenyon Green.
Kenyon Green.
Okay.
Well, because he looked like shit last year. And
Mhm.
we wasted a Deshaun pick on you, and you played bad last year. And if you play better, then that means we'll run the ball better. CJ stays on his feet. I mean, you won't look like a bust, and then we don't have to worry about the position. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just need you to do better.
Mhm.
And I feel like the biggest thing last year is he just wasn't in shape. Go to camp, get in shape. Don't show up fat again.
Hmm. Yeah, he was out of shape for sure. It's a big
That'd be
deal.
my vote.
I think I'm gonna go with what I said last time about another topic, and I'm gonna say Derek Stingley because everybody hated on him last year, even though he played really good given the team he was on and everything like that. I think he needs a pretty good camp and everything like that to show off, and I think the team will do a lot better if he shows that he can play up
Yeah,
to the standards of everybody what he wants.
I just want him to fucking take the number one spot. Like, don't let it be a question on who the number one
Yeah.
corner is. So I
Nah,
agree
yeah.
with that.
My runner up for that though is I was gonna say Petrie.
Oh no, I like Petrie.
No, I know that. No,
I
I
don't
know
put
that.
confines on Petrie. My second one, I don't want to take Nick, so let's see who Nick has.
I was gonna go with Stingley, but I have another one. Honestly, I want to see Damian Pierce take another level forward
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
because they're talking about him splitting with Singletary or whatever, but knowing what we're going to be doing in offense and having a real offensive mindset, I really want you to either do what you did last season or push forward. I don't want to see any regression backwards of it, of on a better offensive scheme, on a better offensive team of that, and play a full season, bro.
For sure.
I was gonna
See, my
say
thing.
Damian Pierce for sure is gonna be another one that has to get brought up.
See, I didn't ever think of him because I don't think that he's gonna. I just think we know what he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're platooning the running back. He's your first and second down back, and then Singletary will be your scat back. So like, I just don't expect him to do too much more. Plus, he did really good last year.
Yeah.
I would say it has to be like I was gonna say Nico Collins until a minute ago you brought him up and said some dumb shit.
I was thinking of him, but it's not a bad say because, bro, he's had every excuse,
exactly.
and now you get a rookie quarterback. If all the other receivers start balling out,
I
and
was
you
gonna
can't,
say, I also think Michi deserves to get thrown into it because that fool didn't get the chance to play last year at all, and I feel like
I don't think it's fair to put him there.
I don't. I know, but I was gonna say I think if he shows off that they drafted him for a reason, then it's gonna hype the whole team up to make everything that much better.
Yeah, but I'm talking about players in terms of like you got a chance and you fucking suck. Now don't suck again or you can't come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He hasn't sucked yet. So and plus like I don't think it's fair to put expectations on him because like you don't know how his body's gonna respond to playing football. So like I don't want it to be like, oh, he has 2 weeks of like amazing football, and then he has like a bullshit soft tissue injury, and then we're like, oh, this fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that.
Yeah, I don't want a Todd Gurley situation, even though it's
Well,
different.
no, I was just thinking about like the other cancer people who came back, like Quisenberry, Eric Berry, that used to be the safety for Kansas City. It's like he never was the same, you know, because he was pretty much an all-pro before that, and you just don't know how your body's going to respond.
Yeah. Yeah. Nico Collins for sure, though, bro. You're not getting out of the limelight. This is the season to see what the hell you can do. If you can't do shit, well, then we're.
I wanted to say Christian Harris but I didn't think he played bad last year. But I want to put him on this list because I want you to go to camp and be the leader of the linebackers. I know you're not the OG on the team in that spot, but like those other guys give me no confidence. So you go do it.
Well, we got Christian Kirksey.
That's why he's laughing, because he knew what I was talking about.
I know. That's why I said it.
But I'll even take Henry Tua to be the dude on the team, because I think he's pretty good too. So when I watch that dude play football, you know who I see? D'Amico Ryans. I was like, I know why he drafted you. He's been a coach himself.
I'm gonna call it now an early thing. I think Xavier Hutchinson takes Nico Collins' spot.
Probably not this year, but he'll make it to where Nico Collins can't come back.
Everything I'm reading on the kid, I'm like,
the only reason I'm hesitant to agree is because I know they play a little bit different.
Yeah,
like
I just have no faith in Nico Collins.
I don't either at all.
It's like I have zero faith in it.
Yeah, but I still don't think, like, if you get rid of Collins, you still got to go find you an outside receiver, and Xavier Hutchins can be a really productive receiver for you. But to just say I'm gonna put him on the outside and do that, no. Maybe Noah Brown's gonna take his job though.
That might be
that might be the dude who's just gonna take his spot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, what else we got, Zay?
Well, I think we kind of ran into it, but like, what position do you think will have the best battle at camp? Like there's some positions where they just don't know who's going to play where, and who can go earn a spot.
I really want to say wide receivers.
That's probably the best answer to me.
Yeah,
like, I don't think anybody other than, if we're honest, nobody other than Tank Dell, I think, will get minutes, and I think only he'll get it because he's hyped.
Yeah. I know you said linebackers earlier before we started recording, but ever since we brought up wide receivers, that's the only thing I could think of.
No, that's a good one. On offense, it's definitely linebackers.
What?
I think everything else kind of sewed up. I mean, the average retard might say quarterback, but
yeah.
Bro, you never.
I do think linebacker.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be a battle for the backup spot, though. Like, how would you feel if Davis Mills took the backup spot from Case Keenum?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
We get 3 quarterbacks now. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, but you don't get to play the third quarterback until both of the first ones get hurt.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Davis Mills has a big target from here up. So.
You're like, Davis, you suck. Tell him your hamstring hurts.
I know I can't. Case Keenum's there, so I'm not worried about that. Mm-hmm. I could debate on the backup spot for sure. I mean, that would be a good one. But I think, like y'all said, wide receiver, because Robert Wood seems to be the voice in the locker room.
I forgot he was on the fucking team.
That doesn't mean that. What happens with Noah Brown? What happens with Tank Dell? Does John Michie come back? Does
Amari Rodgers, Xavier Hutchins, Jalen Camp, like, all them fools.
Yeah. I was like, somebody's gonna surprise us. There's people who's gonna be the. I'm not getting as many targets, but I'm blocking the hell out of people for my routes and everything like that. Those are gonna be the small things that we don't pay attention to. Because everybody always like, oh, this dude sucked. He only had like 100 yards. I'm like, yeah, but he had like 7 good blocks, bro.
Man, I just have a feeling that if Mechie's body does hold up and he gets to go ones on the outside, he's gonna win a lot of those battles. I hope he does good. I really do.
So if you had to pick receiver, who you got as the number 1 receiver?
I have to go Robert Woods. He's proven.
The
Yeah.
vet.
I was gonna say the only one on paper that has to do good is Robert Woods because he's the veteran. He's been around long enough.
I think the hype train says Tank Dell, but I think
Yeah.
being realistic, he's smaller. He has a lot to learn still. He's going to get hit hard. And, he's playing special teams also. So I think Robert Woods, I agree with both of you. I think that's it's what we say, security blanket. He's the guy that's going to show up for.
I said weeks and weeks and weeks ago that player you just talked about might surprise everybody is it might be Amari Rodgers, bro. I have a feel the dude was so good at Clemson. I fail to believe that you lose your talent just because you had to go hang out with Aaron Rodgers, and then you come here and you remember how to play. Like I just fail to believe that he can't play football no more.
We've seen videos of him.
But my point is Amari Rodgers can play like Deebo Samuels. Like he can be your version of Deebo if you tried to replicate that.
Yeah. Well, I'm hyped with that one. I mean, the thing is, D'Amico said it. This team is going to surprise a lot of people around the league, and I believe it. I still think they're going to keep that peskiness that they had last year. They're going to be disruptive on both ends of the field, and they're going to surprise people. I mean, we as Texans fans have a little more opinion on how well they're going to be, but being realistic there, it's not like what we're saying is out of the realm when you look at us being in one of the worst divisions in football also.
For sure.
I said
Tennessee literally had to go give the biggest offer to D-Hop just to bring his ass in. And I ain't worried about you.
What-
You're going to
what
throw you
they
the ball.
He
what
did
they
that
say?
shit on purpose.
They said they gave him all that money just to get clamped twice by Derek Stingley.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of James Harden going to Philly. It's like James Harden went to Philly so he can do what he wanted. Like that regime was there. It's like, okay, now you're going back to Tennessee because Vrabel's there, Tim Kelly's there. So you think that it's like you think we give a shit about 2019 D-Hop today? No, we don't. It's predictable what you're gonna do. I ain't worried about you.
Nah.
He did that
Hell
shit
no.
on purpose just to piss off the Texans.
I don't think it was. I just think nobody was offering him anything.
No, I'm sure, but I'm gonna side with that and say he
Well,
did
he
it
said
on purpose.
his only two offers were legit from the tight ends and from the Patriots.
And I think the Patriots was 1 year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's his signing on the Titans?
2 for 15. I mean, I guess whatever. I ain't worried about that.
I'm not either.
But Nick's right. Our division ain't that great, so it's in the realm of possibility that we could sneak some games out of there and see what happens. I think our defense is going to have less turnovers, but we're going to give less points up.
That's solid.
Because I have a
okay
feeling that we got a lot of turnovers last year because teams didn't give a shit about us. They're like, oh, they suck. We'll air it out and see what happens. And they may not be so risky against us anymore.
Ooh. I mean, especially with the defensive minded. He still hasn't said if he's going to run the plays or not.
He hasn't, but I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah. So it's going to make a difference.
It really is. If it don't make a difference for the team, I think it'd make a difference for people like you and I or us because you'd feel more confident if he's doing it. It's like, oh, our defense sucks. D'Amico, what are you doing? And then somebody's like, oh, what's the Matt?
Just him putting Stingley and Petrie in the right spots.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny because all eyes are, like Will Anderson said, all eyes are on CJ.
Yep.
Nobody's even talked about Will Anderson.
Did you see that rumor that the Texans trading for Montez Sweat, pass rusher from the Commanders?
No.
So they were talking about Houston might still go get a pass rusher, and they brought up Montez Sweat's name, and a lot of people were kind of jumping on that hype train. And the dude don't miss a lot of games. He's pretty consistent. He's about a 10 sack a game, 10 sack a season for like 50 tackles. He's probably like 26, 27, and they were saying, would you give up a second-round pick and a fifth-round pick next year for Sweat?
Yes.
But well, the question is do you think Grenard could give you 10 sacks?
No.
He's done it before.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's a lot to think about. And luckily, I'm not the GM, so I don't have to worry about giving up picks.
See, I would feel comfortable making that. Like, I don't think I would do it, but I would much rather be a NFL GM than like an MLB GM. Who knows? All right, here's the betting game. When we get to camp, who's the first player's name that gets brought up about bitching about how hot it is outside?
Suggs.
That's what I was thinking.
Scruggs, yeah.
Today I got in the truck. I got in my truck, and the thermostat thing said 114.
I don't even have AC in my truck.
You're gonna die.
My AC does not work. I have a suntan on one of my knees and one of my arms because I have to have the windows down in my truck.
Yeah. Juice. I remember he said it May? He said it's hot here, and everybody was laughing like, dude, you haven't felt hot. Wait till you feel August hot.
God.
Yeah. He gonna be in there. Give me a minute, guys. Drinking 0 sugar Gatorade.
He gonna be in there taking shots of pickle juice.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Shit works.
I know.
I'm hyped now, man.
I am too.
I think it's gonna be a fun year.
August is the fun time because you start getting August into October because that's when it leads into like all three. Like,
late September because you start getting closer to like you're in playoff baseball and you already got football going, and then preseason basketball
starting up. It's like, yeah. Then we throw in a hockey team. No, oh, all right, Texans fans. Let us know if you agree with our picks. Let us know if you don't. What other Texans content you want from us, man? We got you covered. We'll be doing a lot more as the season moves on because it's early.
We might even show up at opening day at camp.
Check out our videos on our Facebook and our YouTube. We know we got you covered. You can always find us at the SLG Network, Bayou City Boys on all Houston sports. Make sure y'all stay hydrated, guys. It's going to be a hot one out there. Got any questions? Drop them in the comments. We'll read them, do them on the next video. Or if it's a really good comment, we'll make a video for your question.
Yeah. Word.
So, that being said, guys, we're out of here. Y'all be safe. Later.
Peace.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.